Hi class, so I wanted to show you what a sample research paper looks like, an MLA formatted paper. Whether you're writing a research paper or whether you are writing an essay for a class, you are required to turn in an MLA formatted paper. So this particular sample is in the Rules for Writers, and it's in chapter 57. So it's at the MLA section all the way in the back. And here is what a sample paper needs and how to put it together. So it gives you some instructions. So the heading should be at the upper left-hand corner. You should have on the upper right-hand corner your last name and your page number. The whole paper is double spaced, and you don't have a space between the title and the writing of the paper, so it looks just like this. And there's other formatting paper concerns about the size of the margin, the difference between capitalization, italics, and quotation marks is written for you. I'm not going to go over everything, but you can take a look at it. How to use long quotes. If you have a long quote, more than 3 sentences, you need to you need to indent it 5 spaces. So this is all the information that you need to chapter 57. And I wanted to go over the sample paper. This is the sample paper written by Sophie Harba. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. So you notice at the top the heading is her name, her professor's name, the class, and the date. That is how you are supposed to turn in an MLA style paper. So someplace in the beginning of your paper you should have your thesis. And then whenever you use quotation marks, you put the page numbers, unless it's an online source, then you don't put in the page numbers. So if you look here, it says no page number is available for the web source. That's fine. And so you would just have a discussion, and you would incorporate your discussion with the quotations from your reading. And you would put the title, the author's name, and that's all you have to do. You don't even have to put his full name. You could put the last name. If you are going to use pictures like this, so the first one would be figure 1. You would put FIG1, and then you would put all the information, and then you would put where you got it from in parentheses at the back. So the visual includes a figure number, descriptive caption, and source information. So what's in the parentheses here is the source information. So if you want to put any picture in any of your essays, you need to do this. And again, when you put in if it's a print work, you're going to put in the author's last name and the page number after your quote. Now, if you incorporate the name in the paper like this, then all you have to do is put in the quotation mark like this, the quotation marks. But if you don't put the author's name in the paper in your discussion, then and you're just going to pull out the quote, then you're going to put in the author's name in parentheses like this or like this. And notice that all the pages have the last name and the page number on it. And this is what I'm expecting you to do to turn in a paper. So I'd like you to take a look at the sample paper in Rules for Writers. And this is what I meant with a long quote. It's indented 5 spaces just like this. So you would put in the quote like that. And then this is what your paper will look like. And here's your works cited page. And notice that there's no numbers. Everything is double spaced, and everything is in alphabetical order, just like that. Now this is just a sample for you to see what a sample paper looks like, but how to construct it, actually you would go into the table of contents and look at the whole section on MLA format. So this is just the sample paper, but there's a whole chapter, and it's in chapter 56 and earlier chapters 55 and 54, where it would tell you how to use the MLA, how to document sources in MLA style. That's chapter 56. So I'm just going back a little bit here. And if you go back even more, how to put your paper together and how to use your sources. So I would suggest that you read the whole chapter on how to put together an MLA paper right now, so you can get a heads up on what to do. And if you have any questions about any of these page numbers or these chapters, please send me an email, and or put it, or better yet, put it on the discussion board where we could discuss all of this. Okay, so if you have any questions, let me know. Bye.